Google says that from new, a Nissan Qashqai is £29,820. It is the most unimaginative car you could put your family in. If you own a Qashqai, you suck. So, screw that. Maxwell and I have set each other the challenge of going shopping with the same budget, just under 30 grand, for some much, much cooler stuff. We'll go head to head and the winner gets this horrible little trophy, but most importantly, the keys to the Mitsubishi Evo, the DRIVETRIBE Evo over the weekend. First up, Maxwell, what's your first choice?
So just to clarify, we don't get to keep the Evo.
No, sadly not.
Do I get to keep the trophy?
A weekend rental. You can keep the trophy. It's
All right.
literally our production manager's old running trophy.
Right, okay, well I'm going first?
Yeah, first up.
These are things that I personally would spend that kind of money on and be happy about it.
Okay.
So it's a bit Maxwell. I'm actually quite surprised.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you've gone straight to piston head.
Straight to piston head, because I realised that you're a Facebook Marketplace guy.
I am.
So I was going to stay off Facebook
Cheap and
Marketplace
cheerful.
because I know that's your territory. And I found for $29,995, so a smidgen over budget, where a tank of fuel's worth over the budget.
Okay.
You can get yourself a Nissan Skyline R34 GTT 5-speed manual, rare, unmolested.
I can't remember the last time I saw unmolested.
Unmolested in white.
GTT, so what is that?
That's a single turbo.
Single turbo.
Yeah, that's a single turbo, rear-wheel drive.
Okay, is that still up at like the 280, 300, or is that
I think they're around the 270, 260 mark.
Okay.
I believe.
So
Don't hate me, internet, because I don't know for sure. It probably says it here, but
it's a working man's GTR.
this here is not only cool as hell. Yes, it's not a GTR, but those are just going up in price. Like they're just skyrocketing in price. You're never gonna lose on that. And what would you rather drive, a Qashqai or a Skyline?
Well,
R34?
you've kept it in the family, to be fair. What do you drive? A Nissan.
Yeah.
But it's cooler. I think my choice is cooler though.
Do you?
So,
damn.
there you go. This is, to me, it's a bit of a V8 legend really, a Vauxhall VXR8. So the Monaro essentially, the like later Monaro, well under budget, £25,750 for a V8 supercharged 6.2 litres, 430 horsepower. That would rip the out of your GTT.
I think it's cool, but I wouldn't choose that. If it was between that and an R34 GTT, I'm picking an R34 all day long. Wow. Are you crazy?
Okay, well, cameraman number one, please pick who has won round one in the Nissan Qashqai budget challenge.
The Monaro.
Cameraman number two, tell us who has won.
Skyline all day.
Damn,
No!
it's a draw, bruh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a draw.
Okay.
We move on to round two. Can I go first this time?
You can go first, go on then.
I'm not gonna lie, this is wild, this one.
Okay.
My next choice, for the princely sum of £27,500, still under budget,
Let me have a look.
is this BMW X6M. Now, it's not just any X6M. It is a Hamann body kit car. So it's the 4.4 litre twin turbo, but it's got 670 brake horsepower. Have you ever seen a body kit like that?
I'm glad I haven't seen a body kit. That.
Who's gonna pay 28 grand for that?
That's awful.
The power figure, fantastic.
Mike, that's the worst car I've ever seen.
But white and red. This is like the England football team livery going on here.
That's awful. I don't care how fast it's got to be that fast so people don't get a chance to look at it.
I'm gonna say something a bit rash here. I saw an X6 the other day.
Yeah.
I actually think they're turning into not that bad looking a car. I know that older cars, generally, the same with the Mark 1 TT we filmed with the other week, I think they actually grow into themselves. That's my entry for round two.
Yeah, that's...
What is yours?
Yeah, no, I've gone far more elegant than that.
You've gone for a TVR.
Yeah, a TVR Tuscan.
Again, over budget.
If you were to buy the Qashqai and it have an empty tank, you would have to spend that amount anyway.
Okay, so tell me about this. I'm seeing TVR Tuscan, Ice Titanium 2002.
Ice Titanium. I mean, these are a 200 mile an hour car, right? Nearly 190 mile an hour car.
editor, please put up on screen what the top speed of it. It's not a Tuscan S, just a TVR Tuscan 4 litre 324 horsepower.
I'm sure they're 190 mile an hour car.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
They're fast. Probably faster than the monstrosity that
No, no way.
That-
The X6M would monster that thing. It's got more than twice the horsepower.
Look how beautiful that is. I mean, that just looks...
I'll give it to you.
That looks
It's
worth a
good.
lot more than 30k.
Again, cameraman, it's down to you. Cameraman number 1. BMW X5M or TVR Tuscan? Which one are you buying instead of a Qashqai?
The X6.
Yeah, that X6.
I'm enjoying cameraman number 1 so far. Cameraman number 2.
Will you be
X6M,
seen in that? I cannot believe.
670 horsepower or this thing?
I don't need to think about it, it's the TVR.
Oh, fuck.
This isn't staged, by the way.
We can't just have stalemate this entire
This is
time.
legit. This is me. Hold
My
on.
next one's freaking awesome.
My next one is for me personally, is the be all and end all. Before we jump into the next round, let me tell you about Readly. Readly is an app for your smart devices that gives you access to over 7,000 magazines and newspapers. You can get access to top national and international newspapers all at the convenience of your fingertips. Readly is the perfect app to catch up on the news, your hobbies and interests, find inspiration, or just chill when you want to use it in your downtime. Plus, with the family sharing feature, your whole family can enjoy reading what they love. My mum can keep up with her home and garden magazine, my son can keep up with the kids section, and I can read the magazines about the cars I love. I personally love that I can find old editions of my favourite magazines, so I can read up everything I've missed out on. Including my guilty pleasure, reading the latest edition of Vogue, which is made possible by the impressive catalogue to choose from. Anyway, let's not tell Mike about that one. It's kind of a secret. The offline reading feature is also great, as I can download the magazines I like in advance and read them in my own time, even if I don't have signal. You can get all of this for just one low monthly fee, and if you sign up using the link in the description, you'll get a 2-month free trial. Thank you to Readly for sponsoring this episode. Now back to the challenge. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Aerial Atom. 29,995. Once again,
Okay,
a
so
fuel tank
interesting.
over budget.
You cheated again!
I didn't cheat, it's just petrol
You keep
money.
saying tank of fuel. There's a budget!
I know.
It's every single car.
It's
going
not
to
my
actually be
fault.
Cheating. I default, I'm 2-0 up. This is going to be 3-0 now.
Just making up rules now. But that is my ultimate actual toy car. I want one, I will get one, I don't care how.
So it's the 2005. So the very early Atoms came with the Rover K series, but I think this is the 1 or 2 after that. So
I'm
it'll be
sure
the-
they came with
the Honda engine.
the Honda engines, the early ones.
The original one. Aerial Atom number 1, Rover K series.
Yeah, this is not a Rover K series. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so this
just
will
throw it
be
out
this
there.
will be the Honda.
This will be the Honda.
supercharged.
That's a 2 litre, that's a standard Atom 2 litre Honda block. So that's a VTEC.
Extra body panels with F1 Aero carbon kit.
Exactly.
Do you know what? Mine isn't too far away from that.
Really?
It's
Right.
on a similar vibe. This is a Time Attack Vauxhall Astra VXR. It has won
Wait a second.
5 Time Attack championships, and the car itself to build was £125,000. It's forged. It's got touring car suspension and brakes. It's got Cobra bucket seats. I
It's
like
just
the
an
colour.
Astra with some lowering springs.
No, this thing
just
is
an
legit.
Astra with
It's
some lowering-
125 grand's worth of Astra.
You pick up a girl in that and say, by the way, babe, yeah, this won 5 Time Attack championships. She'll be like,
Well, the thing is,
why has it got plastic windows?
I know what type of girl gets into the passenger seat of a VXR.
Do
They're
you
great.
now?
They're
Do you
really
now?
nice girls. They're fantastic. And the price is 22,500. I'm well under budget. Yes, it is an Astra, but it's a forged engine.
The fact
touring
you had
car
to just say
suspension.
and explain
I know,
that.
This one's niche. I get it. Right, cameraman number 1. Time Attack VXR with a forged engine, or some little Honda cage thing.
Go with the Atom.
Oh, go on. Yes.
So the fact that cameraman number 1 has betrayed me, there's freaking no way. Cameraman number 2. So, over to you. Atom or Time Attack VXR?
I cannot with good conscience go for the Vauxhall. That's the win, I'm afraid.
You dropped the ball hard, Mike.
Guys,
hard.
comment down below.
Hard, mate.
If you're gonna go VXR, that's how you do it. Because my next entry for round 4
An Atom is
is
not...
a Volkswagen Beetle RSI Cup car.
Okay.
Now, there was only 64 of these things built, and essentially see it as a Beetle VR6 racing car. So these things have 200 brake horsepower.
And it's got the Herbie livery.
It's got the Herbie livery. Again, in terms of standing out, it doesn't get much better than that.
I wouldn't spend £30,000 on it, but
this one is,
it's
just
cool.
to be precise, 26,995.
Okay.
So again, comfortably under budget.
might be onto something here.
Okay, what have you got to take on that then? 29,995. Again,
I
over budget.
I couldn't literally put in the exact price of the Qashqai into the search engine for a
Tell me what
Lancia
this is.
Delta Integrale HF in martini colours.
No, I've got you on it. I'm sorry. That's a road car, isn't it?
It is now.
It's a road car, and he's put the martini livery on it. I cannot think of anything less cool. At least my one with the Herbie livery is an endurance racing car.
So your argument is the livery and the car
It's
itself
ruined
is
it.
awesome.
Well, it's a Delta Integrale is one of the greatest cars ever built, in my
so
opinion.
I've
But
found
it's
one of
been ruined.
So I found one of the greatest cars ever built. Apart from the fact that Mike particularly doesn't like the livery, which you
but
could just
you-
change
you-
overnight
you've
or
chucked this
peel
one,
off because it's probably just a wrap.
Winning the World Rally Championship 3 years running. Yeah, mate, not yours, cameraman. They're quite similar, actually. We've but mine is actually as it should be because it's got livery because it's a racing car. So, cameraman number one,
a racing Beetle.
VR6 Beetle endurance racing car, or Delta Integrale with Tribute livery, not like WRC at Tribute livery.
I'll go with the Lancia.
Hey! Someone with some taste.
Tombo, we've come a long way.
You can't bribe the judges.
We've been through some stuff. Remember our first shoot together? Do you
We've
remember
been through
that?
stuff. We've done some
That
things.
Landau. It was in a race car.
It's tribute Disney movie liveried Beetle.
Yeah.
Racing
Thank
car.
you.
Or one of the greatest cars ever made. Ooh. Mate, Delta.
Oh, I'm on this.
It's got
Give me the money,
It's
bro.
just so obvious. Boring.
Nation
Right, well,
is-
my next one's even more ridiculous.
Okay, because my next one is probably going to be a bit of an L for me. You could probably claw this back. For those people that own a Qashqai, this is probably a car they'd look at and go, I could never afford one of those. I've found a BMW i8 in a lovely blue, actually. With
So sensible.
It is sensible. I wasn't sure where we were going, so I've picked an i8 with nice blue. It is a previous category S, fully repaired with 9K in repairs.
I'll give you. I love i8. I think they're super underrated.
So the reason I chose this, right? I chose
Three-cylinder.
this because I thought if you park that next to a new Qashqai, you would think they would wildly different in
They're
price.
spaceships. I would be scared though. I'd want to know who had repaired that tub.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Okay, well,
It's fine. We don't know. It's
I mean,
fine.
I don't know whether this is just freaking pointless now. Let me just
Marketplace.
give you the text. 2001 Ferrari 458 Italia. What is wrong with that statement?
The Italia didn't exist in 2000.
It was a decade before it came out.
Oh, look at that engine!
This thing is a Ferrari 458 based on a Ford Cougar.
It's not even rear engine.
So the Ford Cougar is that like Mondeo-based thing from the early 2000s, hence 2001. It's got the 2.5 litre Duratec V6, Porsche-derived V6.
In the front.
It's manual. There are
that's
companies that are spending hundreds of thousands on converting 458s to manuals. This one's already got it, and just reading the description, body kit measured to the millimeter to the real Ferrari, dummy ceramic brakes, dummy Ferrari calipers, and dummy Ferrari engine. You can't tell it's a replica. But look at that Duratec V6 in the front. Look at that inlet manifold. That is Mondeo.
I knew it.
Through and through.
I knew he'd find a Mondeo without finding a Mondeo.
And what a way. So,
I'll be honest, it's a bit embarrassing. I would rather it be an MR2, at least than its rear engine, rear wheel drive. It's a front wheel drive Ferrari.
I know, it'd be nice and safe. Lift off oversteer around the roundabouts.
That's crazy.
Cameraman number
Swang.
one. Are you going for a Cat S BMW i8 or a 2001 Ferrari 458 Italia?
I'm going with the i8.
Oh my god.
I feel like that was a wise choice.
Right, Tombo, you are more senior than cameraman number 1. He's actually not even going to be named in this.
He's not got a job anymore.
Would you like to make a ruling on this one?
Front wheel drive Ferrari.
I'm gonna go i8 simply because it's an actual car.
So right.
There's 2 left to go, and we've decided we're going away from cars.
These are curveballs, right?
So
These are
just-
straight off.
You've got the Qashqai Cash, and it can be anything from the internet.
It can be anything from the internet.
Okay.
Okay. So I've won the trophy, right?
Yes. I mean,
I've
you're
won.
3-0 up, and there's 2 to go. So you have won the trophy. But director Tom has said
Thank you so much.
that the keys are still up for grabs. So in this final 2, the non-car ones will decide who gets to take the Evo.
Right. Okay. The next
Right.
one is you going first.
Oh god. Yes,
This
I'm
is a
going
real-
first,
okay.
and I swear. I mean, I've absolutely nailed this.
Okay.
That there,
I can't even see it yet.
for
Hold on.
£27,500 is a mini tank leisure business.
Oh, it's the whole business.
It's an entire business. Mini tanks. It says this is a great opportunity to purchase very popular leisure business. Potential to make over £5,000 a week. So you'll get your money back.
So
in
why is he
6
selling
weeks.
it for £27,000 if he can make
Who knows?
£5,000 a week?
Very easy to set up and only requires a small area of land. Each tank is equipped with a paintball gun
All right, that's
in
it.
the turret, allowing the driver to shoot at each other or put the tanks into battle mode.
I think it's a good way to waste £27,000, but
Thank you.
yeah, I've gone a bit different. It's a fixer-upper house in Sicily. £29,000,
Okay,
right?
good.
No deposit required. Located in the commune of Bomperi.
There's only one
There's only one
picture,
photo, which is
and
fantastic.
it is this.
But 29 grand for a house in Sicily
Okay, well,
is quite a sick investment.
it is. Again, it's very like adult of it.
Right.
So, cameraman number 1, either a mini tank business or a
fixer-upper house in
God-knows
Italy.
what house
In Sicily. In the south of Italy.
I'm going wise and going tanks.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
the
you.
wise one.
That's the wise
The
one.
failed business.
6 weeks in, I'm getting the house.
Cameraman number 1 is back in the game.
The failed
Finally.
business. Okay,
Right.
go on. Cameraman number 2.
I'm gonna reset this for you, Tom, just to give you the full effect.
The tanks look great fun. I'm going for them.
Oh man.
Yes!
All right. I'm
It's
gonna hand it to you. Yours is more fun. Okay. The next one.
The final one.
The final. Is this the final?
Yep.
Slightly over budget. Just slightly.
Literally, we've done
A
7.
fuel
Only
tank
2 of
over
them.
budget. A private jet tour of the Mediterranean for 13 nights. Yeah, for 30,000
My gran would absolutely love that.
in your private jet.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, well done.
Okay.
I'm going to immediately trump that
Okay, go on then.
because on Facebook Marketplace
You and Marketplace.
for £30,000,
Have you gone over budget here?
a Piper Arrow 1971 aeroplane. Aircraft is somewhat underused with excellent availability. It flies less than 50 hours per year. There you go. £30,000
I'm
and
not
you have
sold.
your own plane.
I'm not.
Right, cameraman number 1. £30,000
A
to
private.
have a plane.
I'm going with the approach of it can't be that hard. I'm going with the plane.
Mine
Thank
comes
you.
with a pilot. You just sit in the
Redemption.
back and get drunk on
Right.
champagne.
It's down to cameraman number 2.
This is a
Tombo.
real tiebreaker right now.
If he says Piper, those keys are mine.
It's the plane.
Yes!
Oh, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Absolute
Audience,
rubbish.
Come on. Who honestly won that?
Rubbish.
All the sensible,
Absolute
oh yeah, just
garbage.
tick box for 30 grand, or some actually interesting stuff. Enjoy your trophy. I'm going to enjoy 430 horsepower and the festival speed.
How
Thank
did you get the better prize when I won more? Not playing this anymore. This is rubbish.